Hey there, today I want to talk about what home sellers need to know about staging and some essential tips that I want to share with you. Hey there, welcome. My name is Kasha, and today I want to go over some points with you. If you are new to the home staging world, welcome into my world. I really want to share with these points with you because it's important for you to understand what staging can do to help you. And I have several points to discuss with you about what it is, what you need to know. So let's start off with point one. So home staging is going to require some effort on your part. You're going to have to roll up your sleeves. You're going to have to be willing to make some changes. If you're not up for that, this is not your thing to do. If you are not willing to take not constructive criticism, this is different. This is to help you get your house sold faster. And what we're trying to do here is we're decorating to sell, not decorating to live. Now, you may think that, oh, well, that's just crazy. Well, I've used this process for many years now, up to 13 years now, I think, of home staging my houses even before I became a home stager. And I know these things work because I've sold my house in record time, sometimes even within a couple of hours of the open house. So, and I've made the same mistakes that you have in the past, or if you haven't done them, I want you to avoid these mistakes. But what I need you to know is that we're decorating to sell versus decorating to live. Now, that may be something you're kind of like wondering, what? That may mean your favorite chair may not be in the same spot that you always wanted it to be, or we're going to have to move some furniture around or take some things out. Those are things that I need you to understand as a home seller. That's what home staging is about, okay? Number two, staged homes sell faster than non-staged homes. And what I mean by that is basically if you do nothing and just kind of leave things out and sell it as is, it's going to take you longer to get that house sold. It may be a nice area, but the pictures aren't going to show off what the house can really look like, the potential of your home. And that's what I'm trying to do as a home stager, okay? Let me share an example with you. There was a friend of mine who's a real estate agent, and she was helping a client out with selling their townhome. Now, you know, townhomes are kind of row by row, and they have like a whole bunch of them in a row, right? She had that townhome staged, set the price and everything. There's a similar townhome just down the way, same kind of layout. That townhome did not get staged. The friend realtor of mine got that townhome sold in 2 weeks. The other one took over a month. I think it was 2 months before it got sold. So that is fantastic that you can see the difference. The same exact, townhome. It wasn't like an end unit or anything like that. They were very similar in comps and everything. And because that one was staged, that one sold faster versus the other one that didn't. I know, right? Point number three. Staging works for every type of home, no matter what the price point of the home is. We're talking about $100,000 houses to $1 million houses, and I've staged all that spectrum from the low end to the very high end. Every home can use some home staging tips and ways to get it look fabulous for those photos. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to entice the buyers to come to your house based on those photos. And if the photos aren't showing really great, you're not going to entice those buyers to come to the open house or to the showing. So it's not going to be the same exact type of tips, but there's going to be certain things that we're going to do differently for a $100,000 house versus a $1 million house. But staging always helps in every single situation. Point number four. This one is basically kind of hard for you, maybe as a home seller, that you basically have to think of it that it is no longer your home, and you have to think of it looking through the buyer's eyes. You need to take a look and say, okay, as the buyer, would you to even take a look at this home? Take a picture as you're walking through your house. Take pictures and then look on the camera and go, oh, yeah, that maybe not doesn't look so good, right? Those are some of the things that I'm talking about. When you're selling your house, you have to think about it. It is no longer your home, and you have to see it through the buyer's eyes. You're going to be looking for a house anyway, right? So while you're doing that, compare your house to the ones you're looking for. Are they in the same ballpark? Are they similar? Take a look. Point number five. Your home is in competition with others. Yeah, I know you probably don't think of it that way, but it is. You are in competition. So if they aren't staged and yours is, guess what? You have the advantage over them to get your house sold faster. So that's how you want to look at it. If that's what it takes to help you understand that home staging is just a way to market your property, that's what it is. We're marketing it. We're in competition. We're trying to get that buyer to buy me, not another house, right? That's what we're trying to do. And number 6, I basically don't want you to think that home staging is a way to cover up issues in the house. Now, I've had previous clients way in the beginning when I first started, they thought, oh, well, I'm just going to hang up a artwork or something just to cover up a hole in the wall. No, please don't do that. That's not what home staging is meant to do. It is not meant to cover up any issues. Don't use a rug to cover up, worn out flooring or water damage, God forbid. The home inspection's probably going to find those types of things, so don't hide it. It's not going to help you, really. And as a home stager, I would not do that. That is just something that is kind of scary to think about. Right? It's not meant to do that. It's meant to focus on the positive parts of your home, show off your home, showcase it so that buyers can see themselves living in your home. If you need home staging tips, I do have a home staging tips membership. It's a Facebook group and it gives you a chance to ask your questions. Now, in this group, you have the ability to post those questions, post pictures, even a video if you want to, and say, hey, does this work? Does this color work? Should I put this here? Whatever your question may be, we got you covered. And in this group, we also meet once a month live to answer your questions, as well as a staging timeline that you can download to help you get you ready and get your house ready to sell. Because I know some of you may be thinking, well, how long is this going to take? This timeline helps you focus on what really matters, and you also get weekly home staging tips that I post weekly so that it helps you get your house ready to sell. Okay, let's move on to those essential tips. I've got 3 of them for you. So I want to share with you things that you really need to do when it comes time to selling your house. The number 1 thing to do is to clean it. Now, I mean, clean the bathroom, clean that stove, that refrigerator, those types of cleaning things, because the buyers will see any dirt and grime to make sure there's no dirty dishes out, even, yes, not in the photos, but even when you have the open house, please, okay, make sure you clean your home, because then buyers will think, well, if you can't clean the house, what else haven't you maintained? They may just walk away from it. So I'm highly suggesting that you clean it, whether you do it yourself or hire. Maybe it's your mom that comes over who's been wanting to clean up your house. Maybe that's the person you need over there, right? Or maybe it's your neighbor's cleaning crew that comes over and you're like, oh yeah, let's see if we can get them to come over because we really need their help if you don't want to do it. But please, 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 I beg you, please get your house cleaned before you start showing it, okay? The second essential tip for getting your house sold faster is decluttering. That's another big one. Now, you may think it's kind of close to cleaning. It is, but basically clutter is something that doesn't have a home. So it's the stacks of paperwork that you see maybe in your office or in the kitchen or something like that. Or it's the toys that are strewn about in the playroom or something. That is clutter. That is something that needs to be put away, needs to have a home. So start decluttering, whether it's something that you need to donate, sell, put away, throw out, whatever it may be. It just needs to go away. You're moving anyway, so you might as well make sure that it's something that you really need to take with you. And then the third thing, essential staging tip for you that I can share with you is depersonalizing your home. Now, what I mean by that is anything that has your name on it. Maybe you have some plaques or something like that. Like, so, for example, that would come down when I would be selling my house, right? I don't want anything with a company name, my name, the kids' names, any kind of trophies, anything with your name on it. The military I love me wall, that is all personal stuff. And especially anything with like family photos. Those all need to come down. And you're probably thinking, well, I got a lot of them everywhere. Yep, you probably do. I know I had them all sorts. I had big canvas pictures blown up on my staircase. I took those all down because number one, people don't need to see who is in your family. I know there's just a very small percentage of you. I know you're going to argue with me. Some are going to argue with me and say, no, no, I want to see who lives here. No, no, you don't need to. And as someone who is very security conscious about things, you don't need those pictures up on the internet of how many family members you have, how cute your kids are. No, you don't. People don't need to see that. They don't need to know that you have little kids or big kids or a pet or anything like that. Nope, you're selling the house. And by taking those things down, you're helping the buyers imagine themselves living in the house, not you, not your family. Because again, you've gotten back into the mindset of this is no longer my house, this is not mine. We need to change that. So that's why I highly recommend depersonalizing your home, because we're trying to appeal to a broader audience of people, and that's part of it in order to accomplish that. I hope this has given you some ideas as to what home staging can do for you and what home sellers really need to know when it comes time to selling your home. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I hope you subscribe to it. If you haven't, please hit the subscribe button, and I'd love to see you again, and we'll talk to you later. Have a fantastic week. Bye.